Once your dream feels familiar, it becomes inevitable. So if you've been visualizing, but nothing seems to manifest, stay close, because in this video, I am going to show you how to visualize so clearly, so vividly, that it no longer feels like a future hope. It feels like a memory that you have already lived. And this is what Neville Goddard called an imaginal act. And today, I'm going to take you through a 3-minute experience that you can do with me right now that begins imprinting your desire into your subconscious immediately for creation. We'll also talk briefly about why this works neurologically, the biggest block that stops it, and why vision boards fail without this piece. One of my viewers, Stephanie, asked me to speak more on vision boards, and today is the day. Hi, everyone. My name is Esther Bartkiw. For over 21 years, I've been helping people create the life that they dream of by silencing the noise within and transforming from the inside out, because real change starts within at the level of belief. If you appreciate personal development and manifesting content, please give this video a like. It really helps the work reach people who need and want it the most. Thank you. Now, let's get right into it, because this is one of my most favorite topics to talk about. When people hear the word visualization, they often think it means seeing pictures in your head. And while that is correct, it's not the full picture. According to Neville Goddard, writer, mystic, and manifesting teacher, manifestation happens when you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That means you are not imagining something that might happen sometime in the future. You are mentally living from a reality where it's already happened. An imaginal act is a short, vivid, sensory experience in imagination that feels so real, your subconscious accepts it as truth, the same way that it accepts a memory as truth. And once something feels real internally, the universe reorganizes everything in your life to reflect that imaginal act or visualization back to you. So let's do this together right now. I am going to guide you through a 3-minute imaginal act or visualization to help you anchor in your dream for creation in your day-to-day reality. It may take me more than 3 minutes to guide you through it right here, right now, but when you do it on your own, 3 minutes is all you need. So close your eyes if that feels right to you. Most people find it easier to visualize or engage with their imagination with eyes closed. All right, step number 1. First, choose one specific thing that you want to experience, create, or become. So for example, maybe it is a work promotion, owning your own business, feeling calm and assured around people. Or maybe you want to manifest your dream vacation, dream home, dream car, the love of your life. Whatever it is, bring it to mind and begin to see the image of it. Choose something realistic for you, but it must be meaningful. All right, step number 2. Now that you have that scene there in your mind, begin to look at the scene through your own eyes. So not like a movie, not watching yourself. It's like you are there looking at the scene. This can be a bit tricky at first, because typically when we drop into our imagination or visualize, we tend to be the observer and watch a movie. And if that's what you can achieve today, that's a great start. What I would like you to do is begin to shift from watching a movie of you living your desired creation, your goal, your dream, to being you in the visualization, looking out of your eyes at the scene. And begin to notice, what do you see around you? So that brings us to step number 3. Once you've dropped into that space, begin to look around you and notice the details. The colors, the lighting, objects, the general environment. If it's a vacation, are there palm trees, cobble streets, an ocean, buildings, ancient ruins. If it's a work scene or business, what does your desk look like? Your computer, your space, your place of business. Let the scene become crystal clear. Now, step number 4, listen. What sounds are present? Are there voices, music, silence, waves, birds, city sounds, people talking on a phone? What are people saying to you? What are you saying to other people? Let the sound anchor the scene. Step number 5 is smell and taste. Now notice the smells in your scene. What is in the air? Is it the scent of coffee, salty sea air, nature, gasoline, perfume, cooking, fresh air? And then tune into the taste of the scene. If you could taste this moment, what is it? Sweet, salty, clean, the taste of chocolate. If it had a taste, what would it be? I know it sounds silly, but this matters because your subconscious responds to sensory reality. Step number 6 is touch and temperature. Now, feel textures in your imaginal act, your visualization, like the texture of the clothes on your skin, the chair beneath you, texture of the sand, the sea, the steering wheel that you are holding, the touch of your love gently caressing your cheek. And notice the temperature. Is it warm, cool, perfect, fresh, cold? Let your body register this as real. Step 7 is feel the emotion, and this is key. Now connect to the emotion that you feel in the scene. Likely, as you've been going through this exercise with me, a smile has formed on your face. So what are the emotions and feelings connected with the smile? What are you experiencing in this visualization? Name them. Relief, ease, joy, confidence, peace, love, excitement, and let that feeling spread through your entire body. Because this is not about becoming, this is about being in this state. Now, step number 8, gently assume that all of this has already happened, that this is your life now. According to Neville Goddard, this is the law of assumption. You're not hoping anymore. You are remembering because you already have it. In fact, silently say to yourself right now, I already have it. And sit in that knowing for a few breaths. Then, when you're ready, gently return your awareness back to the present moment and me speaking to you in this video. Now that was an imaginal act. And the more you repeat it, the more your subconscious begins to say, wait a minute, this is really familiar. And what is familiar becomes inevitable. Do this every day, as many times during the day as you can, until you're actually living your dream. And start with a minimum twice a day, morning and evening. Now, here's why activities and exercises like this work. Your brain cannot fully distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. Neuroscience shows that visualization activates the same neural pathways as lived experience. Your motor cortex, which is your brain's command center, responds to imagined acts, repetition, and then strengthens neural wiring through neuroplasticity, which is the brain's amazing ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. In other words, you're training your brain to accept your vision as normal. So what could possibly throw a kink into this practice? Well, it's the yeah, buts and the limiting beliefs. You may notice thoughts like, yeah, this won't work. This is not realistic for me. It's too hard. I don't have enough time. Why bother? Other people can have what I want, but I can't. Well, I've tried this before and it never worked. Now, these are not random thoughts. They are limiting beliefs surfacing to be reprogrammed by you. Think of it this way. When you introduce a new imagined reality, your subconscious compares it to what it already believes to be true. And any belief that does not match your new vision will rise up to the surface, not to sabotage you, but to be seen. So instead of pushing those thoughts away, I want you to make note of them, write them down, and then ask yourself, when did I first learn this belief? Who did I learn it from? Is it really true? Are there other possibilities? Does holding this belief help or hinder me? Am I willing to change that belief in order to create what I want? If you are engaged in living in the end, imaginal acts, visualization with emotion as if it already is, your manifestation will only stall due to unexamined and limiting core beliefs. The good news is repetition of the imaginal act will slowly begin to shift these beliefs on their own. As you repeatedly feel that wish fulfilled, new neural networks are established in your brain. Your subconscious starts to loosen its grip on the old story and becomes more flexible, more receptive to the new story. But, and this is important, you can help move things along faster by doing intentional belief work. And that means identifying the core belief underneath the resistance, questioning whether it is actually true, and consciously replacing it with a belief that supports the reality that you are creating. So, for example, if the belief is, things don't come to me easily, the work here isn't to visualize harder or do more. The work is to change that belief. This is the missing step for many people. And it is the work that I have been doing for over 21 years, helping people dissolve the internal resistance that quietly delays manifestation, even when someone is doing everything right. When your beliefs align with your vision, manifestation stops feeling like effort and starts becoming inevitable. Now, let me say a quick word about vision boards, because you can use vision boards in this process. I don't specifically teach vision boards, but I'm not against them either. They are wonderful visual reminders of what you are consciously creating. Where people get stuck is thinking that the image itself is doing the work. Vision boards only work when you feel the scene as it's already complete. I already have it. You experience that vision from the inside, not as an observer through your own eyes, and you live the dream. You assume it is already done. If you're looking at an image and thinking, oh, one day I hope this happens, you're not activating creation, you're actually reinforcing its absence. The image is just a cue. The feeling that you hold is the activator, and the assumption that it's already done locks it in. So if you use a vision board, let it be a doorway, not the destination. Every time you look at your vision board, drop into the imaginal act. Feel the reality of having it now and move through your day from the assumption that it's already yours. That is what makes a vision board work. Now, much of what I have shared today comes from the teaching of Neville Goddard, whose work on imagination and assumption is foundational in manifesting. I've linked two of my favorite Neville Goddard books below if you want to go deeper. They are powerful companions to what we have talked about here today. So as you continue to do your own imaginal practice, following the guidelines I have offered, please pay attention to what arises inside of you. If during the exercise your mind keeps interrupting with thoughts like, this won't work for me, that's not realistic, I can't have that, that isn't failure. That's your subconscious showing you exactly where the inner work is to be done. Those thoughts are signals, pointing to the beliefs that are still running the show in the background and quietly shaping what you allow yourself to receive. And shifting those beliefs is where my work comes in. If you would like support identifying and changing the subconscious and sometimes conscious patterns that keep interrupting your manifestations, I have left my session information below. And if we've never worked together before booking a session, please email me first so we can make sure this feels like the right next step for you. Oh, and if you would like to watch another one of my videos on this topic, watch the video that's popping up on the screen right now. It is a lovely complement to what we have discussed here today.